Johnny Boy at FightHype. Bob, how are you?
Good, thank you.
How emotional are you about this being the last show on ESPN? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, when you have a relationship with a broadcast partner for as long as we have, which is 8 years, when it's over, there's obvious emotion because the relationship was very, very good, and I'm forever grateful to ESPN for how well they worked with us and the opportunities they gave us. So obviously there's sadness. Now, I've been around for so long in boxing that I remember when we did the weekly ESPN fights way back, and after 15 years of doing fights every week on ESPN, that relationship ended. So again, this happens in broadcasting, but ESPN's a terrific organization, and the people at ESPN are first class, and so they did great for us, and I hope they believe that we did great for them.
Definitely. It was a fantastic run at ESPN. You put on a lot of great fights. Where does Top Rank go from here? Do you have any plans moving forward?
We're going to adjust to what is the current situation, where I think the future is in streaming, and we'll be doing most of our fights on a streaming platform, and we're negotiating right now with one of those platforms, and once we conclude, we'll have a major announcement.
Definitely. And let's talk about this fight with Xander Zayas, Bruce Shushu Carrington, the co-main event. How proud are you of Xander Zayas and the progress that he's made? You signed him at 16 years old. He's fighting for his first world title, 22 years old, so young. The whole island of Puerto Rico excited to see him fight. What's your emotions on that, your expression?
Well, he's a terrific kid, and he's, very good looking, very articulate, bilingual, so he's very marketable. And but that doesn't mean that he's going to be a great fighter. But he's worked hard at it, and he's proved that he has great talent in the ring. And now he's fighting for a world title. And my hope is that Saturday night he'll be crowned as yet another Puerto Rican world champion.
We don't like to look forward to some fight, to watch fighters and stuff. But there's so many champions in the division. You have Virgil Ortiz, Jerron Boots Ennis just moved up. So many fighters. Bakram, Sebastian Fundora just beat Tim Tszyu recently. What did you think about Sebastian Fundora and Tim Tszyu and Sebastian's performance? And can we face, Xander? Can we face Sebastian anytime soon?
I watched that fight, Tszyu and Fundora. Yeah. And either Tszyu has lost something and was not on his game, or Fundura's turned into Superman. Because I mean,
was it the reach? Now he's using his reach.
I don't know what it was. I mean, I thought that would be a close, really exciting fight, and it was exciting, but it wasn't close. So I don't know why. I mean, it didn't look like Tszyu could even hope to handle him. So I don't know, and I always knew that Fundora was a good fighter, but I didn't think he was Superman. So we'll see what we see going forward.
Who do you see Xander fighting next if he's successful on Saturday night?
Well, let's see. Let's win this fight first. But, one of the there are a number of possibilities. I don't want to call out anybody specifically, but there are a lot of junior middleweights, that we have a middleweight champion that we could match him with, which is Janabek. So there are a lot of guys that he could fight. But again, his most important fight is the guy he's fighting on Saturday, Garcia, which he has to beat first.
Definitely. Well, we wish him the best of luck on Saturday, Xander Zayas. And then finally, our last question, Manny Pacquiao. He used to be with you for many years. He had a terrific performance. A lot of people want to see him fight again. Do you see him and Floyd fighting again? What did you think of his performance?
Well, I don't know what Floyd's. I don't think that's really a fight that'll get that much interest anymore. There's a lot of welterweights around, a lot of people that Manny can fight. Maybe he does a rematch, but I dreaded the fight on Saturday before it happened because at 46 with a layoff, I thought he could be in trouble. And I didn't want to see Manny Pacquiao, who I consider a great friend, and we spent so much time together during his career. I didn't want him to see him hurt. And not only did I not have to worry about that, but he acquitted himself, I thought, very well.
Absolutely. Well, Bob Arum, the legend, thank you so much for your time. It's Johnny Boy at FightHype. We wish you the best.
You're very thankful.
Thank you, Bob.